If you look for truth, you may find comfort in the end. If you look for comfort, you will not get either comfort or truth, only soft soap and wishful thinking to begin, and in the end, despair. Christianity, if false, is of no importance, and if true, of infinite importance. The only thing it cannot be is moderately important. I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. Aim at heaven and you will get earth thrown in. Aim at earth and you get neither. There are two kinds of people: those who say to God, "Thy will be done," and those to whom God says, "All right, then, have it your way." Reason is the natural order of truth, but imagination is the organ of meaning. Failures, repeated failures, are finger posts on the road to achievement. One fails forward toward success. If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world. Friendship is unnecessary, like philosophy, like art. It has no survival value. Rather, it is one of those things that give value to survival. God cannot give us a happiness and peace apart from Himself, because it is not there. There is no such thing. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. We all want progress, but if you are on the wrong road, progress means doing an about turn and walking back to the right road. In that case, the man who turns back soonest is the most progressive. The safest road to hell is a gradual one, the gentle slope, soft underfoot, without sudden turnings, without milestones, without signposts. If you read history, you will find that the Christians who did most for the present world were precisely those who thought most of the next. It is since Christians have largely ceased to think of the other world that they have become so ineffective in this. Look for yourself, and you will find in the long run only hatred, loneliness, despair, rage, ruin, and decay. But look for Christ, and you will find Him, and with Him everything else thrown in. It may be hard for an egg to turn into a bird. It would be a jolly sight harder for it to learn to fly while remaining an egg. We are like eggs at present, and you cannot go on indefinitely being just an ordinary, decent egg. We must be hatched or go bad. A man can no more diminish God's glory by refusing to worship Him than a lunatic can put out the sun by scribbling the word darkness on the walls of his cell. Miracles are a retelling in small letters of the very same story which is written across the whole world in letters too large for some of us to see. The task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. Has this world been so kind to you that you should leave with regret? There are better things ahead than any we leave behind. No one ever told me that grief felt so like fear. Joy is the serious business of heaven. You can't get a cup of tea big enough or a book long enough to suit me. The future is something which everyone reaches at the rate of 60 minutes an hour. Whatever he does, whoever he is. Some people feel guilty about their anxieties and regard them as a defect of faith, but they are afflictions, not sins. Like all afflictions, they are, if we can so take them, our share in the passion of Christ. Literature adds to reality. It does not simply describe it. It enriches the necessary competencies that daily life requires and provides, and in this respect, it irrigates the deserts that our lives have already become. Satan, the leader or dictator of devils, is the opposite, not of God, but of Michael. If the whole universe has no meaning, we should never have found out that it has no meaning, just as, if there were no light in the universe and therefore no creatures with eyes, we should never know it was dark. Dark would be without meaning. Let's pray that the human race never escapes from earth to spread its iniquity elsewhere. We must show our Christian colors if we are to be true to Jesus Christ.